Are you trying to figure out navigation in the SwiftUI app? Well, you're in luck, because today I am going to tell you how to do that the easiest way. Alex here from Rebeloper. Hit that subscribe button, open up Xcode, and let's dive in. Navigation in SwiftUI. It can be quite easy with the help of navigation link, but it can get really hard, really fast if you have more views coming in your project, if your project is a mid-sized one. So today we are going to tackle that, but before we do that, let me just remind you of Dev Factory at rebeloper.com/mentoring. I help you with your projects, with your bug fixes, with your coding on a Zoom call. So today we are going to take a look at Navigation Kit, a small framework that I built on top of Navigation Link, and I'm also going to present some sheets along the way. Okay, check out github.com/rebeloper/navigation kit, or check out the link in the descriptions for the links. Okay, so why use Navigation Kit? Why isn't Navigation Link enough for just navigating in SwiftUI? Well, first of all, if you have tried to create links, or you just try to push new view, or you just try to present a sheet, you do know that it takes a lot of boilerplate code. You want to set up your state variables. You don't know how to actually create it on a button. You know that sheet.sheet view modifier. You have to add it onto your button. If that's a text, you have to add it also. So there's a lot of boilerplate code. Also, you cannot really, you can, but it's quite hacky to pop to root. You know, you push on all of those views, and then you want to pop to the root view. That's also kind of hacky. Also, all of this takes a lot of code, you know, those lines in the view, which you don't really want to. You want to have all of this in one line. So that's where Navigation Kit comes in. So today we are going to build out a brand new project, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to push, pop, dismiss, and present, and pop to root all of our views. So let's start off with a brand new Xcode project. And I will just create a SwiftUI project, of course. Let me just resize this. There we go. So we can see it better. And let's select App, Next. And let's name this. Make sure that the interface is SwiftUI and the lifecycle is SwiftUI app. So let's click on Next here. And let's drop it onto our desktop. I will create a Git repository so you can check it out later on a GitHub. Link in the description. Okay, so yeah, that's that. Here we have our content view. Let me just hide the canvas. We don't need that. Okay, so what we are going to do here is, first of all, let's just import our Swift package. So Swift packages, let's click on the plus here. And what you want to do is go ahead and click on this green button, code, and copy out the HTTPS. Okay, paste it in there, click on next, and let's just wait for this to download. The current version is 0.1.0. Of course, this may be bumped up in future. So let's click on next here, and this will download and install it. It's a really small framework, and we are going to add in some extra views. So go ahead and check out the link in the description for these resources. These are default views that actually have some text on them, which will be tappable, and we will be navigating through all of those. So this example would be really, really fast to understand. So go ahead and check out the link in the description. We will have two tab views, so two tabs on our project, and each of them will have 4 consecutive views. So a root view, the second view, the third view, and the fourth view. And this is what we are going to just drag and drop in a minute. This finishes. So let's click on finish here. We have added Navigation Kit. So let's add here a new group and add in here views, and just drag and drop all of our views. And for a brief moment, I will just open up some of them. Let's just finish here. And let's go for the tab 1 root view. As you can see, it's just a vstack with a text spacer navigation title. Of course, do bear in mind that I do not have on the root the navigation view, and that's another thing that you have to remember, which is taken care of Navigation Kit. You have to add the navigation view onto your kind of root view. Well, not anymore, because yeah, we will see that how we are doing that in with Navigation Kit. So first thing first, with Navigation Kit, you want to import it. So I usually do that on the app file, so on the app itself, and let's just import Navigation Kit. There we go. So we have imported Navigation Kit. Okay, so if you do want to have it rootable, you can have it rootable, but let me just go ahead and show you. Let's see, let's open up TABVIEW root view. Okay, so we are going to have TABVIEW root view, and while we are at it, let's just delete the content view. We don't need that. Let's move to trash. Okay, so we are going to present TABVIEW root view. Where is TABVIEW root view? Well, it's this one, and it's basically going to have some text in there. Okay, so let's select our iPhone 12 and build and run. And you will see how easy it is in just a second. Let me just explain to you what all of this will look like. And here we are. We are presented with these three tags in a vstack: present second view on dismiss, callback, and push second view. So let's take a look at present second view. So what you want to do is just go ahead and append a modifier to our text, and that is presents. And here we go. We have two types of presents with Navigation Kit, of course. Presents destination and presents a destination on this piece. Let's just take a look at the first one here. And what we want to do is present the second view. And because we are on tab bar 2, so tab 2, second view. There we go. And basically that's it. Let's build and run and see how this looks. And this will present a new sheet. You don't have to worry about the state of this. You just tap on it, and yeah, you either tap on dismiss or present third view, but that isn't added here. So let me just swipe this down. Swiping is allowed by default. So let me show you how you can simply dismiss. So we were taken to the tab second view, and it's this one, tab second view, and we have this dismiss or present third view. Now on the dismiss, what you want to go is just dismisses. So this text actually dismisses. Now present third view is presents destination, and that will be our tab 2 third view. So tab 2 third view. So this text presents tab 2 third view. And of course, if you add in some variables, some properties, you can add them right over here. Let's just test this out for now. So now we are presenting our second view. So there we go. And then we will present our third view. And we can go on, but this doesn't dismiss, so I will just swipe down. So let's test out if we can tap on dismiss right now. And actually it does dismiss it. So let's move on to the third view. So tap to third view and dismiss again. Dismisses, and present fourth view. Presents destination, tab to fourth view, and basically that's it. Let's go to the fourth view, and here we have just dismisses. And now we can just move all the way up to the fourth view and all the way down. Okay, let's just build and run and see how that looks like. Present second view, present third view, fourth view, and we can dismiss, dismiss, dismiss. How awesome is that? And with just a few lines of code. Okay, so let's take a look at the second one, present second view with onDismiss callback. Now, this is kind of, okay, when we dismissed it, what do you want to do? And currently we are just going to print out something. So let's go back to our root view. And here is our present second view onDismiss and presents, and just choose the second one with onDismiss. So the destination is the same. So I'm just going to copy that out and paste it in there and select onDismiss and hit return. So you get this code completion, and let's just print out, let's say, did dismiss tab2 second view. Okay, did dismiss. Let's see how that looks like. Okay. So now I'm going to tap on the present second view onDismiss callback. It's doing the same thing, but when I tap on dismiss, you will see that we have this printed out. So there we go. Did dismiss tab2 second view. How awesome is that? So now you can do whatever you want when we are dismissing. Okay, we have here push second view as root. Okay, we are going to talk about that in just a second. So let me just tell you what this root means. Well, actually, when you are pushing, you want to push all of those new views on top of each other, and you want to pop them, dismiss them, but you also want to pop to the root, dismiss to root. And that is where this rootable comes in. And let me just go ahead and go back to our app and just add in here rootable. Okay, now this will make our tab2 root view kind of rootable. We can use Navigations Kit root functions. So what we are going to do is we are going to push our second view as root. But before we do that, of course, yes, we do need to add it in a navigation controller. Yeah, navigation view. I'm going to add this navigation view for now manually. So navigation view. And I'm just going to tell you how easy it is in just a second. So we have this navigation view and it is rootable. And basically now we will see those navigation bars that you did see in code, but you didn't see here. So present second view, let's just dismiss it. Okay, present with onDismiss callback, dismiss it. Now we want to push our second view as a root. So let me just go back to our tab2 root view, and here we go. So how do we push? Well, it says pushes, and as you can see, we have two here, pushes as a root. And the destination is the same. So let me just copy this out and paste that in and there. Okay, so yeah, let's just test this out. As you can see, it's just a few modifiers. So tapping on push second view as root, voila. Now if we tap on the back button, we will be taken back. That's usual navigation view behavior. But if we tap on dismiss again, we will be taken back also. Now if we tap on present third view, that will present our third view. Okay, so this is set as a root, but I won't go into the root just now. We will go ahead and stack up some views with the help of pushes in the next on the next tab. You can see currently we don't have any tabs, but we are going to create them. So let's go back to our SwiftUI navigation tutorial app, and let's just refactor this because this is just a simple navigation view and I don't really like this. So what we are going to do here is just add a tab view. So let's just remove all of this. This was fine, for example, to present the sheet easily, so presents, but we are going to add a tab view here. And we are going to choose the one with the selection and content because we do want to know which one was selected. So for that, I'm just going to create a state here. Let me just move this out of the way so we have much more space here. So let's create a state variable here at state var selected tab. And that will be, let's say, 1. So the default is 0, so why not choose 1? Okay, selected tab, and I'm just going to add that in there with a $sign, so it's a bindable. Now, under the content, as you can see, we have these two kind of tabs, but and we also have this tagged, but what I'm going to do is just delete all of this. And let me just rephrase this so it's easier like so. Let me just move this content out of here. There we go, and add these two parentheses. So now what we want to do is add kind of the same that what we added, a navigation view, and inside the navigation view, let's add tab 1, root view, and let's add a tab item. And that tab item should be, let's say, a vstack. And that will be an image there, a system name, and let's choose one.circle.fill. There we go. And let's add a text here, first tab. Okay, so that's our tab item. Next we want to tag it, so let's tag this as 0. Okay, and finally we want to set this as rootable. Okay. So what we want to do next is just copy all of this out and do the same for our second tab. That would be tab 2, root view, and 2, circle, and second tab. Finally, let's set the tag to 1. Okay, let's see how this looks like. I know it's kind of a long coding here, but we got our two navigations. We have our second tab, and you already saw this, present second view, and so on. And we have our first step. Now here we have our push second view and push second view as a root. So let's go ahead, and we will come back here to make this even easier for you. But for now, let's just go and take a look at tab 1 root. So tab 1 root view. We have this push second view. What we want to do is pushes, and as you can see we have this destination, and that will be our tab 1 second view. How awesome is that? While we are at it, let's just add in pushes as root, and because we have set rootable to our navigation, here we go, we set this as a rootable. That means that we can use these pushes as root, dismisses as root, you will see later on. We can use these. So there we go. It's the same thing. But now this tab 1 root view is set to be the root of our navigation stack, so-called. So let's build and run and see how all of this behaves. Okay, let's go here. Push second view as root. And yeah, we don't have these implemented, but it does the same thing. Okay, so let's move forward. Tab 1 second view. We have this dismiss. So let's go and dismisses, and then pushes, and the third view. So tab 1 third view. We will talk about this in just a second. Let's go to our third view, dismiss, and that is dismisses, and then let's just go pushes, tab 1 fourth view. As you can see, it's really self-explanatory, and let's go here. And now here's the new part. We just go dismisses as usual, but dismiss to root, and that is dismisses to root. Couldn't be much easier. So let's see this in action, okay? I know it's kind of a long process of going through all of these these views, but let's just go ahead and do that. So let's push second view, push third view, push fourth view, and let's just try to tap on the root, dismiss the root, but we did not set the root as the root, so the root view as the root. So if I'm tapping here, nothing happens. We want to dismiss all the way down back. Now if we push second view as root, then we push third, push fourth, and we tap on dismiss the root, we will be taken back to the root. How awesome is that? Now the root doesn't have to be the first view controller here. We could just do and go ahead and let's just go to the main. So we want to remove this. So pushes tab 1 second view, and on the tab 1 second view we want to comment this out and paste this, so comment in this, so push third view as root. So now the second view will be our root. Okay, and yeah, basically let's just build and run and see that now we are not going to be pushed back to the root view, we are going to push back to the root second view. So push second view as root. Let's see. Oh, we are in the wrong tab. So let's go and push second view, push third view as root, push fourth view, and now we can dismiss the root to the second view. And of course we can go back to our tab 1 root view if we wanted to. Okay, I will comment this out because this isn't quite the scenario that we wanted. Okay, now let's move on, and as I told you, we are going to talk a little bit more about this setup, SwiftUI navigation tutorial app. So yeah, we have this tab view, but I don't really like this. It's kind of cumbersome, and Navigation Kit has something really special for you here. So let me just comment all of this out, and let's just use TABBARVIEW. So what is TABBARVIEW? Well, basically this comes from Navigation Kit, and it is a special view that sets this up. All of this is for you for free. Like, you don't have to take care of the navigation view, you don't have to take care of the rootable, and so on. So let's just start typing and you will see. So TABBARVIEW, there we go. And yeah, here you can see that there we have two options. Either you do care about the navigation, so you do, and we will do that in just a second, but let's just use this one. Root view, tab item view, and tab tag. Okay, the root view, of course, will be, let's just grab it from here, tab bar root view. So I will just select this, hit return, so we get code completion. And there we go. Again, tab bar item. Let me just copy this out and paste it in there. Now the tab bar tag 0. Okay, let me just copy all of this out and paste it again, and do the same for root 2. 2 circle, second, and tab bar, well, the tab tag is 1. So let's build and run, and we should see basically the same thing, but this is much more organized, and you can see what you are doing. As you can see, there we go. How awesome is that? Now, we had here something called, and let me just add this here, navigation. So let's just start typing this in again. So let's just tab bar view, and here we go. We have navigation there. Now the root view, again, tab bar root 1 view, tab 1 root view, sorry, tab bar item. Let's just copy this out again, paste it in there, 1 circle, and first tab. Now navigation. Now I'm just going to create the navigation, and you will understand afterwards. And why do we need this navigation, if at all? Because maybe you don't have that case. So let's create let first navigation. And this is just simply creating a navigation and initializing it. That's basically it. So let's rename this first tab navigation. And let's create 2 of those. So second tab navigation. Okay, so we have our first tab navigation, and we are going to add it right over here, and the tab tag, let's have this as a 0. Okay, so let's do the same right over here, and second navigation, tag 1, second here, and tab to root view. Okay, so let's build and run, and we should basically see the same thing, but again, we have second tab navigation. Now what this does, and let me just go ahead and push here, push third view, and as you can see, we have this third view here. If you go back, push second view, and it's working. So it didn't change, albeit they are the same view controllers used. So, not view controllers, views. This is the power of navigation. Now, if you do want to, let's say, double tap here, I'm double tapping, but yeah, nothing happens. I do want to have on 2 tabs to be dismissed. So we are going to use these navigations that we declared here on our tab view. So let me just go ahead and scroll down to the right parentheses. This is it. And on tab gesture, and I'm going to select this one with the count, and let's select count 2. And yeah, we are just going to switch through our selected tabs. So selected tab, and case 0, case, not car, case 0. And what we're going to do is just kind of go into the navigation first. Tab navigation .is push root active. So you want to go with is push root active, and that is set to false. Now, whenever is push root active, I know it's a mouthful, but whenever this is set to false, we will push the navigation stack down to the root. So maybe you want to use this one. So let me just copy this, set this to 1 second. And finally, we want to have a default value here. So let's just fix this default. Let's just print out. So let's build and run one final time. And now when we double tap on our tab items, we will be presented with the root. So let's just go ahead and let's go all the way to the third view. And let's move to the second tab. And when I double tap, so if you run this, you will notice that we are not pushing back to the root. And that is why we kind of accidentally forgot about the tab 1 root view. And if you recall, we have set this to pushes only. So make sure that you set back this pushes as root. So let's build and run. And now it should just push back on the double tap to the root. So let's go for the first tab. Let's move up to the navigation stack. We are on the third view. Let's move back to the second tab. And if we double tap on this first tab right now, you will see that we will be taken back to the root. So there we go. We are on the root view. How awesome is that? So there you have it. Now you can use Navigation Kit with a few simple view modifier. Pushes as root, presents on dismiss, and of course you can dismiss and dismiss as a root. How awesome is that? Finally, go ahead and check out the TABBARVIEW. I really think that it will help you a lot. So there you have it. Navigation with a few view modifiers. How awesome is that? If you did like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And while you are at it, make sure to hit that notification bell to get notified of the new videos as they come out. While you do that, make sure that you check out these videos as well too. I talk a lot about SwiftUI, Swift in general, and as usual, I will see you in the next one.